Hi everyone, Giles Fox here from Ashland High School in Ashland, Kansas. The building leader that I met with was Jason Endicott, our principal here at Ashland High School. He's a very charismatic, democratic, and goal-motivated leader. He's very charismatic. He's a great communicator and speaker. He was actually my English teacher in high school, and he was a fantastic teacher then. Due to that great communication that he has, he also really promotes input from all the staff and the people around him and all the decisions that he makes. And then he's very extremely goal-oriented and self-motivated himself, and so he really works for the good and the goals of those people around him too. So path goal theory, democratic and participative leadership theory, and charismatic leadership theory all kind of describe Jason very well. So in our conversation, we talked about all 4 of the R's and their components as well. 5 R's, I guess, if you include results, but specifically we talked about the relationships and rigor R's, which are the 2 R's that our district has decided to focus on for this accreditation cycle: relationships and rigor. So in the relationship side of it, as far as the staff component, we decided we were modeling a modeling institution. Students, families, and communities, we are still in the transition period. As far as the rigor R goes, in the career and technical education, professional learning, resources, and data components, we were all in the implementation phase. And anyway, some of the evidence that how we've been working on is as far as racial relationships goes, we've created parent-staff surveys to assess our communication in the community and what their expectations are, what parents' expectations are for us as well in our communication. Additionally, we have adopted a KESA app at both the high school and grade school, and this is a parent communication app. Teachers can show what the students are doing in the class on a live basis, basically. We've also developed character development programs in both the grade school and the high school. In the grade school, we call it Do the Right Thing, and at the high school, we call it Pride Points. We've also formed parent-teacher organizations, and we plan on the booster club playing a bigger role in the school process as well. And then finally, with relationships, we're experimenting with different types of parent-teacher conferences and how those communication pathways can be changed and modified to be more effective. The elementary school is beginning to explore a concept called the academic and parent-teacher teams, where we share data with parents and then enlist their help with specific academic pursuits. As far as the high school goes, we're exploring the idea of student-led conferences, relying on the students' IPSs, their individual plans of studies, as a source of data for these meetings. In the future, we will continue to engage more parent-teacher support through PTO and booster clubs, and also what I didn't say is that as far as rigor goes, we have students that are completing interest inventories. This will be used to develop their individual plans of study. We're also developing a career exploration class, which we believe will start in the fall. This will teach students soft skills and put them in a work-study environment to experience actual working conditions. And finally, the biggest change will be our career and tech pathways that we're opening up. We're going to have a lot of new career and tech educational classes coming this fall, and then we're also opening up an ag program for this rural community, which is great. So finally, areas for improvement. We determined that our main R that we may struggle with is relevance right now, just due to the time it'll take in completing into becoming a modeling organization, I believe. So the curriculum component, This goes along with PSEL 4B, just creating a district curriculum and vertically aligning everything, the student learning outcomes, scope and sequence, implemented research-based strategies. Just a lot of time and effort spent in doing that. I think a good option would be to clarify the standards and make them less wordy, and then kind of stack them up visually so that we know as higher level teachers what standards are the basis of the standards that we teach, how the standards build on each other, essentially. Also, the data component of relevance, specifically in the area of mathematics, we haven't had a common assessment that we've been assessing students' math-based skills when, as far as the high school is concerned. We've used ones in a junior high and grade school that have worked pretty well, but not in the high school. This goes along with PSEL 4G. I think we should probably allow the math teachers to research common assessments that are aligned with the Common Core standards and our curriculum as well, so that we can use the data from those standards to determine and change our instruction. And then finally, the instruction component of relevance, PSEL 6A. We just have difficulty in this rural area finding and recruiting effective teachers to teach in their specific content area. I think a great option is that we sell our 4-day school week. I think it would be a huge, a shining spot that people might see, and I think that's pretty cool that we only go 4 days a week. I think we should contact universities and colleges and regarding their prospective students in education programs, but also in areas of content knowledge like the math department or the biology department, chemistry departments. See if there are any students interested in transitioning into the education field. I myself am one of those people doing the transition to teaching program in the math side of things. Anyway, thank you.